Hello. Let's see here. Gonna take a moment here, make sure everything's working just exactly right. Looks like we got everything working just exactly right. How we all doing here? Happy 4th of July. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, we got Philos, Papa, Todd, Peter, Richard, Gregory, what's happening? Nathan, Matthew, Chasky, Brody, Dewsdorse, Nathan. Oh, we already got Nathan. How's everyone doing? Cassie, hello. Potatoes good for vodka, yeah. What's up, Ricky? Good to be back. Hello, Ian. What's up, Alexis? Bugsby, yep. What's going on? Sean, Mark. Angry. Zarkoon's in the house. Dax, Bill, what's happening, guys? What's happening? Hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Suppose some people were off yesterday, at least in America. Some people have Monday off, some people be working away. Drago's coming in hot. Happy Canada/US Day. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Dragos. Oh. You guys always get to listen to Jerry, and I never do. Got Stylus. Happy UFO Day. Yeah, good to see everyone. Didn't know if anyone would be around right now or what, but looks like we have a pretty good turnout, so appreciate everyone for tuning in. I don't know what we're going to do today. I think maybe we'll play some American ships, see how those go. You know we got to use the kit at least once, right? Fake Zarkun. What's up with these people doing like fake legends? I wonder if there's a fake YouTube. Hopefully not. Or YouTube T-Bowl, I mean. Just started playing a week ago. Your vids help so much. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I can tell there's a lot of new players out there, which is good. Obviously, we want more and more players to be joining World of Warships, which seems like the game's gaining in popularity, which is awesome. But the problem with that is that the game, there's a lot of learning that's involved with the game, and it's kind of, you got to do it on your own time. There's not a lot of explicitly pointed out stuff. So, those of you that are new and are taking time to learn the game by watching videos, reading stuff online, you know, there's various avenues. Very commendable. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Already salty BB captains over the Flint, yeah. Cameron, what's happening? Oh yeah, we'll play Baltimore, Alabama, yeah. Show us your captains, which one do you want to see? Hey David, what's happening? I don't think Zarkoon's picking up TV. What's up, Quaddy? Oh, we'll play Alabama, don't you worry. What's up, Lil Pete? Yeah, I'm in Commanders. I guess if you wanted to see them in general. They're getting fairly mature here. I'm going to give you guys a word of caution here with this bureau. We'll take a look here in a sec, but as you progress you're going to be more and more tempted to put promotion orders into people that you don't want to promote. Like, for instance, I was looking at the requirements coming up for the Grosser Kurfürst. A lot of it's Luchens and Spee. And I don't have either of these guys, and I don't want either of these guys. If I bump up Von Mueller, which is a little disappointing, but if I get him up to 14, I'll at least have one patron going. I wanted to put points into Hipper, but unfortunately we're going to have to... You want at least one patron if possible. There's the commanders, but let's see, looking at the bureau here, like, you know, I just happen to have Halsey, Silax, but let's say you only have Halsey leveled up, you don't have these two. You know, rather than put 3 weeks worth of promotion orders into Willis Lee to save, I think you save about 2 days per segment if you have both for a patron, you know, so it's a significant reduction, but saving a couple days here, a couple days there, if you want to compare that to 3-4 weeks worth of promotion orders, it's a bit of a trade-off. So I'd still stay with your plan as much as possible. Like for instance here, I don't currently have Kurita. Now I'm not going to level him up. Unfortunately, Halsey's tied up. But, you know, Kurita, I'm going to put him on the gunboats. I was planning on maybe putting some points into him, but I'm going to hold off. I don't want to screw up my whole commander promotion strategy. What's up, amazing nude? Don't sell your ships. Yeah, that's another great word of caution. That's a great word of caution in general, because selling your ships is going to cause you problems economically, but it's like buying a brick of gold for $1,000 and then selling it for $500 a week later. Like, if you keep doing that over and over again, you're going to be broke very quickly. This is the way to spend every Saturday. Yeah, I wish I could stream every Saturday. I wish I had a more consistent schedule. I usually try, if I have a day off on the weekend, I usually try and stream at least once, but, or if I don't have anything going on, I mean. Yeah, Von Mueller, I'm not opposed to him, but Hipper I just think is just slightly better because of the Ingenious, which has the better turret traverse. So, unfortunately, those plans kind of get derailed a little bit. Let's see, you guys. Should we start off with Alabama, see if we can get it singing? What's up, Joad? How you doing? Well, we got a lot of new members from last week to shout out here. Last week was the 10,000K sub stream, which we had an amazing turnout. It actually blew my mind. But we had a bunch of new members: Nate, James, Kevin, Texas Reaper, Todd, Paul, Oscar, who I believe I saw a little bit earlier, SMKGT, Don, Kogishiwa, David, and AJ, I believe, joined today. So thank you all very much for supporting the channel. It helps me out quite a bit. Now, what do we got here? Atlantic. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, getting back to the new players, we want the new players in there, and we want them to learn the game, but unfortunately, with a lot of the new players that don't take the time to learn, it's causing some problems with the teammates. You're seeing a lot of games where people just aren't straight up trying to win. You know, they're 2 feet from the capture point on domination mode, and rather than secure the capture point, they sail off to do whatever the hell they want to do. Or just bizarre plays like that throw games. So that's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about that. I was talking in Dewey's Lounge last night on my Discord, asking about the competitive play, because I've been watching a lot of King of the Sea replay on YouTube. That's like the competitive PC tournament that they do periodically. And the game is so interesting there. It's very, very, very strategic. And I was asking the guys, what did Wargaming say about that? Not only are they going to put clans, but I think they said they're going to try and build some sort of competitive play mode into the game. So I think that would be very interesting. Let's see what. Oh, you little bitch. turn that off. There we go. Jamba! Bought the Molotov and she's a demon? Oh yeah, that ship is awesome. Ooh, Johnny boy. Let's see, I wish we knew. What are the destroyers? Akatsuki Fletcher. So, we should assume these probably have the reach. Yeah, Molotov, just be sure to run it with the AP pen setup. That's the one problem I have right now with my Russian cruisers is there's 2 or 3 ships that run better with the AP focus. And so you kind of have to switch them back and forth, but then I forget to switch the build half the time. Alright, let's see if we can catch something over here. Iowa. Now the Alabama, for those of you that don't have it, much more mobile than the Iowa. When's the next Reich season? That's a good question. Probably, maybe next update would be my guess. I don't know. I feel like they, on that treasure trove of information that they released, I think they said they were trying to rework the ranked mode so it's more like a 3v3 or even 1v1 type of deal, because ranked is fun on paper, it's a good idea on paper, but unfortunately your teammates throwing the game is a bit of an issue. But if you could 3v3 I think would be pretty fun. Yeah, we need something to shoot at here. What's going on? Tago's probably forgotten about us. It's 11. It's slowing down though. Alright, let's try that and see what happens. Jay coming in hot. Happy Independence Day from the UK today. Appreciate that, Jay. Alright, got a little bit of a damage there. Mine PS4? Yeah, this is PS4. Alright, I'd love to ding that old boy. Get it back up. Let's see. Not a lot. Yeah, we're fairly centrally located. If you look on the map, we can actually shoot every ship, at least in terms of range, every ship on the enemy team. But if you're in the middle like this, you gotta be kinda have your head on a swivel. Everyone will be shooting back at you. Oh. Dead. But yeah, with the better mobility on this, you can make these turns quicker. I mean, the problem with the Iowa is if you get starting to get focused or whatever, it's very hard to turn. You know, you'd rather be pointing away like I am right now when the people are shooting at you. But easier said than done when your ship takes 2.5 minutes to turn around. Alright, let's go ahead and get that guy dead, please. Oh man, fuck. Oh shit. Why did I not think he was gonna torp me? Looks like it's gonna be 2. Alabama's got a really good torp belt, but we're gonna be flooded here for another 10 seconds, which is not good. So that's the other thing, if you're in the middle like this and everyone on your team is kind of back, like we got 5 ships versus 1 over here. So everyone over here is going to be essentially shooting me if I'm kind of front line. Just have to keep that in mind. I'm trying to stop this turn. Think Yudachi needs a buff? Yeah, that ship is pretty weak out of the box, but... Say what? No, it's like the strongest ship in the game. I'm assuming you're joking. Ready for the updated frame rate and graphics? Nah. See, I don't know with these new consoles. I mean, I'm planning on getting one sooner or later. But I got a feeling they cut the production way down with all the goofiness going on. So how easy it's going to be to get those consoles when they come out, I have no idea. Let's see, Algeria has spaced armor. A lot of these French cruisers have spaced armor, so it's very hard to citadel those type of ships. But if he's the only one available to shoot, I'm just kind of basically holding, you know, holding the line until these guys get into a better position. Who the fuck is spotting me? You don't always have to be in a hurry. You don't always have to, you know, get to the enemy as quick as possible. It'd be nice if these guys, like, got their head out of their asses and started moving. Been playing the Akatsuki and loving it. Yeah, that's a good ship. Alright, so I don't want to get too far from the base either, because they're down on ships. Usually that starts putting the idea into the heads of the destroyers to get on the cab. Let's see if we can get this guy or not. Tips on how to get the Alabama quickly? No, I mean the green XP is... I mean you can buy it technically, or you can convert your... I don't even know where the XP comes from, to be honest with you. But you can either use cash or time. I would recommend time. Just playing the game, you'll get the green XP sooner or later. This game is kind of designed for players that want to play it for, you know, quite a while in terms of getting all the stuff. If you're only planning on playing the game for 2 days, you're not going to really get too much without spending a bunch of cash. Yep, there he is on the cap. Let's try and kill this guy, then we're going to have to turn around and defend. Yeah, nobody's going towards the base. Alright, this is... Oh, we got one cruiser going back. Where is he? My outpost should be able to deal with that. Oh! Look out!
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
So I mean, basically capping the base is really their only chance. As long as we get back and push them off, it really doesn't... Oh, you little shit stain. I want to get them on the belt if possible. There we go. Yeah, that kind of cuts the damage down. You can see the torpedo belt, I think. Might be a little hard to see on this one, but basically if you take them on the nose or the stern, then you'll be getting more damage on ships that have good torpedo belts. Play the Atlanta with the green XP. Yeah, well, we'll play the... I think I'll probably just go heavy on the American ships, so... Probably get into the Atlanta. Flint is coming out on Monday, for those of you that don't know. I gotta work for 11 hours on Monday, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a review up too quickly. Does the Monarch have a super heal? It's a pretty damn good heal. It's not quite like Nelson's. You better move, Chief. Oop. So that's very good. We had 4 people go back to the base, so this was a nice responsive team. I really get ticked off if you are up like 3-4 ships and then, you know, you lose the game by them sneaking on the cap. What's my opinion of the current player base? I love them all. I don't know. There's just a lot of players at different stages of development in this game, and this game has a very, very high differential between, in terms of skill, how far you can push it. Like, I got plenty of ways to go personally to get better at this game. Like, I understand what I need to do. I just need to keep practicing it and practicing it. But a brand new player compared to someone who's got 10,000 games or whatever, the most games that, I'm sure there's plenty of players that have 10,000 games. I think I have about 8,000, which is extremely high, but it's such a gap. So it's very. I always say this to players that are getting frustrated, and they say, "Oh, my teams seem like they're worse and worse all the time." Part of it might be there's an influx of new players from time to time, but generally, the better you get at the game, the more glaring mistakes you're going to recognize because you've learned to no longer do this, or you've learned that this is your objective in this situation, whatever it is you're learning. But the people that haven't learned it yet are going to really stand out like a sore thumb at that point in time. So that's part of it. If you're getting frustrated, it's an offshoot of you getting better. But it is what it is. I think the legendary tier will help a little bit. I think they're doing a fairly good job of keeping that more for longer term players. Just due to the fact that it's going to take a very long time to get those ships for anyone that hasn't played for a while. Anyway, we'll see. Flint doesn't have radar, but it has smoke. Yeah, and I'd say in randoms, radar is better. If competitive play comes around and you're into that, I think the radar would be better then. But like the Edinburgh, for me, I have it set up with the smoke. Just because it's very hard, if you're playing with randoms, especially if you're not on the comms like I'm not, that's very hard to make use of the radar. It's kind of a wasted consumable if you get in a position, use the radar, and nobody on your team shoots the destroyer. Yeah, let's... Probably won't do just Americans, but... I want to show you guys the turret traverse on the Pensacola with this Einstein guy. Now, I understand most of you guys don't have Einstein, which is fine. But he's got a perk here that increases the turret traverse, and then Ingenious, of course, does as well. Now, you have Ingenious on Kincaid. And once I saw how big of an improvement Einstein is over, or the turret traverse due to Einstein is over the base performance of the Pensacola, the New Orleans, the Baltimore, the more and more I'm going to recommend Kincaid for those of you guys that just have the base commanders, because massive difference. I think it's, let's see what the stats say. Yeah, we got our turret traverse down to like 27.3. I think when I had Scott on here, it was like 52 or something like that. Just outrageous. So, I mean, this build makes it a completely more enjoyable ship, but had I done it all over again, I probably would have leveled Kincaid up very early on. And then I'd be preparing Scott right now for the light cruisers. What's my opinion of the Exeter? It's a solid ship. Dallas? Oh yeah, we'll play some Dallas. Mission chain fast tracks people to tier 7. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been espousing the unpopular opinion that I'm not only fine with the tier 7 service cost, I would see it go up like 10% or something. But I'm starting to see more and more people have the same opinion online. It's not that I'm anti-new player or whatever. I want some section of this game for more experienced players. Now, if the legendary tier is going to be that, then I'm fine. Legendary tier service cost, by the way, is going to be even higher than tier 7, so keep that in mind. Seem to lose all your games in the Akatsuki. Well, depends on the sample size, number one. That might just be kind of bad luck. But number two, if you're losing a lot of games in a ship, you might start to think, what am I personally doing wrong? Akatsuki is very easy to get sidelined into the I gotta torp battleships or I gotta torp this or that mentality. And for all destroyers, you always gotta remember spotting is the most important role. Torping is something you do while you're spotting for your team. Or screening for torps. Like getting back to the King of the Sea tournaments, if you watch the positioning on those, in general, you have the battleships 1 grid's worth behind the cruisers, which are 1 grid's worth behind the destroyers. Whereas on our, if you play randoms, you're going to have destroyers 4 or 5 grids in front of the entire team. And when they get that far in front, your team really has a hard time supporting you. And you can get blown up very quickly whenever you get spotted. Alright, let's get this kid out of here if we can.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Why is this? Like a Jervis pushing into him and then not shooting. Well spotted. Love AP right there. That could have been a deadly shot. But if we do get a... Now, what are the odds this guy's going to spot the kid at this point in time? Very, very low. Let's see what this guy does here. Primarily angled against this Ismail, who can wreck us. And the Leander can wreck us too, by the way, but looks like he's not paying attention. Oh, he is. Shit. Alright. So what we're gonna do now, if we stop shooting... Actually, we do have a shot at this. But if we stop shooting, we can get right behind that island. Put pressure on C, potentially cap it. Be protected from this. And, you know, once this kid is dead or gone, nothing can spot us over here. There we go. Now we're down a ship. I think we got decent map control. Oops, shit. Didn't mean to back out of there. What's up, Braden? What about teammates leaving the spawns? I mean, there's nothing he can do about what the team does, you know. Trust me, I mean, I get as frustrated as anyone else. I'm fine with this guy getting on the cap, as long as it doesn't get shot until we get it. Alright, there we go. So now I'm looking over here. There's nothing that can immediately spot us. Perhaps the kid's coming out, but you should be able to shoot at this Ismail here. Let's see, come on. What's up, Kogishiwa? Well, I almost certainly butchered, but try my best. You guys got some... Let me put it this way. One of my weaknesses in life is pronouncing other people's screen names. Alright, so Ismail's not the easiest ship to deal with, these Russian cruisers, or battleships. Because, I mean, this one, if you zoom in, it has basically no superstructure, so it's hard to deal with HE. pretty good armor. If it's angled against AP, it's hard to deal with. You little shit. So usually those should be kind of low priority targets. You want to get rid of the ships you can actually kill first. Alright. Do I get on B or not? I can't cap it in cover. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these destroyers. That should turn the tide, hopefully. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to save that Queen Elizabeth. And then we got a kid either there or there. I'm not sure what spot me at the moment.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Fuck. Alright. I don't know what I wish I knew what the sonar range on this. I'm guessing he probably torped at the Queen, but we don't know that for sure. There goes some torps. Looks like that back salvo's probably at us. I think if we back up, we'll be alright though. I'm guessing about 4.5 would be my guess on the sonar range. There we go. So kid got B, which is probably the right play from his perspective. Both battleships are kiting, even though, well, they're attacking that thing. Oops, shit. Oh, this is a Sashio. Oh, they still have 2 destroyers, alright. I don't know if we're gonna live against this now. We'll see. Looks like he's saving at least 1 salvo for the follow-up. Might be able to dodge that, but we got that other battleship coming around. There we go. Shit.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
I don't think I can turn out of here. The Bayern should have at least 1 shot at the broadside. And then we got, you know, 3 battleships pushing in. The problem with these American cruisers, no torps. So if you let the battleships get this close to you, you're really in a bit of a pickle, as they say. Do I have any information about California? No. No, I don't. I think it's a tier 5 battleship. I heard it's kind of like a dreadnought style, from what I understand. I think it just came out on PC as well. Yeah, this, unfortunately, you see this a lot down here. This guy's probably like, yes, I killed him. You killed the least important piece on the entire board. It's like if you had 1 lone pawn sitting in the back, and then you had like the actual action of the chess game, you know, taking place in the completely other part of the board. Then you spend 7 moves trying to kill that pawn that's really not doing anything. As you can see here, the caps, they're in the middle of the map there. This guy's not in the middle of the map. He's pushed all the way into the spawn. So, I mean, congrats for killing that ship, but we kind of needed you up where the action is. So you don't want to fall for that. I mean, I don't know if the battleship that was kiting away did that on purpose or not. But if you can draw enemy away from what matters, that's a very strong play, whether you do it intentionally or not. So don't fall for that. You know, disengage. If he wants to turn around and fight you, then you can angle, shoot back at him while you're moving back into this position over here. I think they theoretically could have won this. If we would have killed that kid, it would have been a little more likely. You got a Colorado shooting HE, so the odds just drop pretty dramatically. Wish you'd started playing cruisers earlier. Yeah, the battleships might be fun for a lot of players. I think battleships are the hardest to win consistently at, just because a lot of what you're doing is randomized, you know. Even if you have the shot perfectly lined up, it's still randomized whether it does anything, which is fine from a balancing perspective. Yeah, we can try the old Lena. But currently, I'd say destroyers are the most influential. If you can run a destroyer properly, you're going to win the most games. If you can run a cruiser properly, you're going to win a lot of games. If you can run a battleship properly, good, you know, but it's not going to drive your win rate up a lot. In fact, I think if you only played battleships, and you were the same exact skill as a copy of you that only played cruisers, I think your win rate would be dramatically lower. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my own opinion. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, if you're at 50%, I think the average win rate is 48, so keep that in mind. And that kind of happened to me on World of Tanks too, Mike, where I played a lot of games right off the bat in that game before I realized that it wasn't a traditional shooter and that I'd have to actually learn how to play the game. And so it was very hard to climb out of that hole. But it'll go up over time. Anything over 48% though, that's above average. The higher you can get above that, obviously the better. If you're below 48, well, keep learning the game, and then try and apply those lessons. Really focus on something to learn, something to practice each game. Like, okay, I'm going to really focus on the map this game. Try and, you know, get it more automatic that I'm looking at the map. Or I'm going to really focus on my aim or whatever you're trying to work on. Alright, what do we got here? Got a Fubuki and a Bayern who's not playing or backing up, I can't tell. Regardless. Let's see, Queen's gonna take one shot. There we go. So Mayhan's in radar range right now. Unfortunately, the Bayern's not close enough to support. I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing back there. Speaking of wonky teammates. Like, I just can't imagine the game is fun if you just sit there in the back watching other people play the game while you're out of range from anything. But teach their own. Alright, so that should give the guy a chance to capture A. That other cruiser's probably going to come around. I didn't see it. I think it was... I think it might have been the Helena. Yeah, there it is. So this island right here, you can see it's basically a vertical drop, so it's not very easy to play this island in terms of utilizing it with cover, but if I can get over here safely, that's a much better island, stronger position for this ship at least. What the fuck? I'm wondering if he had AP or if it was just a massive HE shot. Anyway, yeah, so I don't really like this island over here. For this ship, at least. We're just gonna... Pulling back here, you can see our detection drop down again, so... I still want that... This guy needs to capture. I don't know why he's getting reset. Capture the base first, keep your gun silent, then go on and do whatever you want to do. See if we can get over here without dying. Fuck. It's a big if. Oh, that load. Biggest patters play DDs. Yeah. That's probably, I mean, in ranked, I basically feel like I'm forced to play destroyer, because if you have bad destroyers on your team, it's very hard to win. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and radar this guy once he comes around. Where is he? How the fuck is he not in my range? I don't think Helena has torps. I know we do. Oh, there it is. Oh, he's... Wow. Lucky that Byron finally came forward. Yeah. He's not coming around. I'm looking on the map trying to find our one destroyer. I guess it's back here. Yeah, you'll see in a game like this where they have 3 destroyers, we have 1, and the other one, the one we have, is really not spotting. That's a, you got maybe a 25% chance to win. You know, when the game starts. I mean, if you're really concerned about your win rate, though, playing in division, a good division, is kind of the strongest way to boost it. So if you got a guy playing the border like we just had on the video the other day, just you gotta auto aim to get the distance, and then just make minute adjustments to the depth of the shot. Should be able to kill this guy. Wow. He's kind of lucky. Alright, that should be the end of him. 3 fires.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Enemy Mayhem seems to have few brain cells. Yeah. Yeah, generally for destroyers, I mean, not dying right off the bat is usually the key. Now that I've been playing a lot of AI for those bureau missions to get through them quick, I can definitely spot players that are learning how to play the game from the AI, because you get destroyers, you get cruisers even that rush battleships. They try and torp point blank range, and that's what the AI does, so I think that's where they're learning that. That's why I made that video a few weeks ago saying, here's what you should take that's good from the AI and what the AI does that you need to ignore. Alright, we gotta help this Byron here. Without dying, preferably. And the guys up north need to get on C, that's just all there is to it. We can't sit here not having points. And you might be saying, why aren't you getting on A? That's what I was initially going to try and do, but we got 2 battleships that will spot me. Motherfucker. If they keep moving to the east, then I'll be able to get on there. But maybe just getting on B would be more profitable, because they are getting points from B. So if we can stop that. Try and play that island, but he's on the other side of it. There we go. You can see how close we are to this island, and we can shoot over, you know, basically up to that ridge right there. Actually, are getting C now, which is good. If they can kill that destroyer, I think we can win this. Oh, there it is. Come on. There we go. Alright, all we gotta do is dodge. Oh god. Overturned. There we go. Alright, up. Fuso's pushing in. Good play by him. Shit. That probably just cost us the game right there. I just fucked that up. Fuck. Oh, fuck. That was a throw, unfortunately. I don't know if I just didn't see him on the map or what. Nah, that was my fault. It was going to be a hard game to win, but I think we could have won it. Shit. That's too bad. What's up, Tactic? How you doing? TikTok. Stylo has a beard. Superman takes off his glasses. Alright. Well, I feel like we were playing the Atlanta kind of how it's supposed to be played there at least. Let's see if we got any campaign. I still don't have a Kraken. I don't. Now here's my take on this, guys. I think these shakedown hard modes speed up the campaign. I'm not 100% sure about this. We'll find out as it goes on, but I thought I saw something that they said you don't need these to complete the campaign for just the Admiralty backing. Does anyone know that? Can anyone say that? Or confirm that? Let's see here. Why don't we try the... You guys let me know if you're getting sick of the Americans, but why don't we try the Marblehead? Wait a second. Oh, I'm looking at the top thing. It says, I think you get camos. Maybe you get camos for winning with these Americans. You can see they have these blue icons on the ships. What's up, T-Bots? How much longer do I have on legendary ships? Alaska, if I don't boost anymore. I think 9 days. So probably, we'll double check that after this. Trying to remind me. You guys are saying it's true? Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the hard mode stuff. The problem with the Kraken missions is like when you're trying to get a Kraken, you're never going to get one. It just comes from playing good games. And, but, you know, once you start focusing on, oh, I got to try and kill ships, especially if you're tempted to hold fire until they get low, you'll just, you'll wreck your win rate doing that. Alright, let's see. We got 2 destroyers, 1 in the middle, which is unfortunate. Let's see if this guy knows how to spot. What he should be doing this is he's looking on the map saying, okay, I got 1 destroyer to the north. I'm going to go play the south. Obviously, this is a lower tier game, so we're not going to necessarily expect our teammates to do that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the problem with that is once someone quote-unquote steals your kill in that manner, then you're going to get mad about it, and then you'll start playing worse. This game, if you get a chip on your shoulder, usually it's going to get you off your game. Got Hive in the house? What's happening? Do we have a delay today? I didn't touch it, so I think it probably does. Can't remember. I know some of you guys want to play with me and do it fairly, which I wish I didn't need a delay for you guys, but from my enjoyment perspective, tends to go down a little bit. Alright, let's try and burn down the old Brittany here. This guy's not playing, maybe? Wow. Is he smoking us? That's a very strong play, actually. If you're a destroyer and you are in a division, smoking up your cruisers is extremely strong. Doing it for randoms is a risk, because if you have someone like me who recognizes what you're doing and recognizes the value of the smoke and I'll play it, then it's a very strong play. But if your teammates just sail right through it, then you've wasted one of your consumables. It's just disheartening. Lost the game and you realized you had 4 kills and tried for the Kraken? Yeah. I mean, if you get 4 kills, you can kind of go into Kraken mode. Oh, that's the AFK. But I still always recommend trying to focus on the win first. Let's see what we got here. Colbergo. Oops. Come on. There we go. Now this AP, the light cruiser, the low tier American cruiser AP, let me put it that way, it doesn't seem to be that effective. Marblehead, for those of you wondering, it's basically the Omaha with a couple different changes. For some reason it just seems to play a lot better in the Omaha.
The ship is on fire.
It's probably some like hidden type stats.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright, so we don't need to do anything too risky. We're in the lead at the moment. This guy's guns are right in my direction, so I want to be careful there. Fuck is spotting me. Oh, this guy. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Critically damaged. Ship is on fire.
This could be dicey. Oh, the Isakaze's not coming in. Alright. Just gonna try and get behind this island here to block the Kaiser. Jesus. Every time you get shot at this in these Omaha / Marblehead, it's pretty scary. This guy's beached. And these ships that have guns on both sides, don't be shy about switching back and forth. Because really, you only have like the back 1 or 2 guns that take a while to cycle around. Oops. There we go. That's a kill shot on him, so we don't have to worry anymore. Whether or not someone finishes him off, I don't care. I mean, the guy's... Alright. Trying to heal. Let's get fire one more time. Oh, we are losing. Alright, so first things first, we gotta get rid of the Isakaze here. Oh fuck, this thing is still on our tail.
Fighter airborne.
I think I just threw it again. How many fucking games am I gonna throw today? But here you can see, rather than stopping to take that shot, I'm desperately trying to get away from this Peter. And that's far more important than taking the shot. Even on this, as important as that Isakaze is,
Enemy destroyer blown up.
we can't carry when we're dead, so we need to...
Main turret critically damaged.
This is going to be very hard to do. The Peter's not the easiest ship to kill for a cruiser. I think we're going to need the torps involved here. We could actually run. Might be the strongest play. Because even if he kills this guy, we're still going to have the lead. Now, he could get on the base. He's close enough to the base that he could potentially get some points going that way. Alright, we need one more salvo. Stalin, guide these shots. Alright. Peter could definitely... Oh, shit. Alright. Take your shot, man. As soon as he shoots, we're going to take a hard left and then just try and get out of here. If we survive. Shit. Come on, torps. Now he's got a permanent fire and a flood, and he's not aiming at us right now. Oh yeah. Let's try the nose. This guy needs to get the fuck away from him. Now he's got very quick cycling damage con, and he's aiming back at us. Shit. Shit! Oh my god. Yeah, looks like he's putting the fires out. Alright. If I can just get up behind the silent, and if he's spotted, we should be able to finish him. There we go. Wow, that was intense. Get a steak while waiting for Marblehead torps. Yeah, I think these are the slowest torps in the game in terms of knots in the water. Whew, that was crazy. Didn't even really score that high. That's just one of those games that doing what you need to do. Oops, I got that thing running. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back here. Alright. 3 just to flesh wounds on your team? That's pretty impressive. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, the destroyers don't surprise me. Those guys that are probably rushing the team trying to get those close range torps in that we were talking about. Kuma must have been torps too. Unless he had a shot like mid-air. Yeah, interesting game. Lost both your destroyers 2 minutes into the game. Yeah, that's not going to help anything. Let's see here. I don't know if I just want to play Americans today. Yeah, let's try the Baltimore. Yeah, I got a really great turnout, everyone. Appreciate that for tuning in. Hope everyone's having a good 4th of July in America, or great day around the world. 4th of July, I guess, everywhere in the world. Anyone that's celebrating a holiday, cheers. Anyone that's not, just have a great regular Saturday. Alright, what do we got here? We got Greece. Only 2 battleships. A lot of cruisers. This might actually be a pretty good matchup if we can do it properly. No destroyer over here, though. Just gonna be this ship. You kind of need someone to spot. I don't know. Now, kind of my general advice is if you don't have a destroyer on your flank, that means the next class responsible for spotting, in most cases, there starts to become a lot of exceptions. But I'd say the battleships are more responsible. They kind of have to at least spot one target for the people to shoot at. And that's going to require tanking damage, so you gotta have to play it fairly defensively. At work. Thought you'd hop in. Welcome. Good living while streaming a gin and tonic. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely gin and tonic weather around here. Alright, let's see if I can get away with this or not. That guy's screaming towards the island as well. You can see we're zoomed out though. If we see any shots coming in, we gotta be very careful. I don't think that's gonna clear the island. Nope. This island right here isn't great to shoot over, but we can use it defensively. See if we're on this side here. Now we're eliminating the crossfire chance from all those guys in the middle. We can kind of focus on our flank here. Yeah, they do have a destroyer here. Now we could potentially radar. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're in radar range. Let's go ahead and try and radar this thing. What the fuck? Where is he? Shit. If we can get him off before he captures, that'd be glorious. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of incoming fire to do this, but at least damaging that destroyer is a worthy goal. This is the problem right here. Oof. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I pulled forward to radar that destroyer, but it's costing us now. Might have been a little too aggressive. That's right, we're just gonna basically let this fire burn out, let the situation reset. Might actually play, So this left side we can shoot over, this right side we can't. I'm still learning these new maps. Well, I guess we can shoot right over here. Oops. Don't think those went over. Alright, so the destroyer is probably still right about there. Wasn't spotting us naturally, but once we fired, he did spot us, so. Fuck. Alright. So we're in the defensive side of the map, the kiting side. You can see we've captured A there. Hopefully, the destroyer needs to get on B. If he can get on B, that would be a nice play. And then from there, we'll control 2/3. So we have no incentive whatsoever or to be aggressive over here. We're just trying to slow these guys down, tie up their resources, which are the ships, and let our team do what they do. Looks like they're doing pretty well over here. Except for that New Orleans. Perfect day in Michigan, high 80s. Yeah, it's been like 90 degrees and humid as hell around here all week. Basically just trying to figure out where that destroyer is at the moment here. It's clear that the Gneisenau's not spotting us, the other guys to the north. So we can, now he's, you can tell when he drops spot basically the line that the destroyer is on, not how far away obviously. But we can, he was last spotted right about there, let's just put it that way. Or not spotted, but that's where we deduced that he is. 57. Wow, that sounds amazing. Yeah, and then this fucking guy is coming over here to flank. That's going to be a problem here shortly. God damn. Oh. I mean, this guy right here, he's like basically broadside if we can catch him. Like right now. We caught him before he dropped. I think he's about to back up, but we compensated for that a little bit. And decent, decent. Alright. So now they're trying to push through into our base, which is even worse than playing the far edge of the map. I mean, getting back to map control, you can see we control basically 2/3 of this, 3/4. They basically occupy the top northeast corner, and we control all other areas. I think I need to make a video or two about map control, because I think that's one of the things people need to start thinking about a little bit more. It's kind of a hard concept. Alright, so now we're in a bit of a bind. I'm gonna try and back up so we're angled against this thing. If we can get that third cap though, this should be pretty damn close to lights out. Alright, let's see what happens. Martel's another high DPM ship you'd like to get rid of if possible. But basically what we're doing here, we're primarily trying to protect ourselves from the Gneisenau, and it looks like the Lyon's not really pushing that aggressively. He's actually sailing away, which is fine. Alright. The closer this Gneisenau gets, the bigger our problems. There we go. But if he's not really going to push in that aggressively. I mean, he can damage us right here, but I don't think he can necessarily citadel us at this angle. And we can do a lot of damage to this guy.
Requesting assistance.
C in Wales. Sounds cold as fuck to me, but it's probably not too bad. Yeah, this guy's getting flushed. Why is he leaving his spot? I guess they're getting a little desperate, as they probably need to be. Oh, nice shot, Colorado. Yeah, Leon's trying to create a crossfire here, whether he knows it or not. These battleships, when they're stacked on top of each other, they're basically diminishing their utility by about 50%. But once they start creating distance, now if I angle towards the Leon like we are, this guy's gonna more and more have access to the broadside the more north he goes. Alright. Should be the end of that guy. There we go. Gonna try and angle towards the Helena at this point in time and rush him down. 1v1, we can just fuck that thing up. I mean, their destroyer, whatever he's doing is completely irrelevant. Why he's running away. Just a coward, I guess, I don't know. Doesn't do anything from a trying to win the game standpoint. Yep, he did. Basically where I'm at with this game, like, the people that don't try and win the game, I mean, you see them all the time, but I'm thinking it's like playing Monopoly with someone that only tries to get the railroads and utilities, you know? Like, it's a strategy. It might work 1 out of 100 times. But I don't think you'd like to play against them very well. Or with them, you know. It'd just be kind of a waste of time after a while. It's not bad. I mean, you can see there we basically played the same island the entire game. And that's kind of what you got to do. With not necessarily the same one. You want to, as the game flows around the map, you want to hop from island to island. But we were in kind of the hot spot of the game the entire time, so we didn't really need to move. Alright, let's try some. Oh, so you guys want to look at the bureau again, those of you that tuned in. So Alaska, we're getting pretty close. Yeah, nine days without boosting. So we'll say we're probably about a week. I'll probably get impatient and boost. What's this? Oh, Iowa. We better play Iowa. Yamato's my other main project. We're just over halfway on this one. And this is the one I don't have. Unfortunately, Halsey's tied up right now. So it's going to slow down a little bit. And then these two over here, I've been trying to keep up with the dailies. But you can see, even playing the dailies every day, we're only 3/5 of the way through the second segment, so... This one, segment 1. This was going a little bit faster when I had Wichita, but they snatched it out of my port. So that's how the Bureau's looking. Alaska, though, I'm pretty excited about. We should see probably about a week from now. Maybe if we have... I do have time to stream next weekend, so... we might be able to check out the Alaska next stream. Let's just say that. And I got an idea for, if you guys want to, if you're thinking to yourself, okay, I want to spend just a little bit of doubloons on the Bureau, what you want to do is realize that stages 1 through 5, these go automatically. When it stops, like let's say you go to bed and then 2 minutes later you're at stage 5 and it turns over and then you go into the next segment, then all night you're going to have basically no patrons, no ships, and it's going to be a really slow crawl. So if you want to boost just one stage, the final stage to make sure you hit it before you go to bed, and then you can do the dailies that day, set up the patrons, set up the ships. That's probably the most efficient use of the doubloons for the Bureau. Thought the legendary ships were time locked. Well, essentially they are, but it's half time locked, half progression locked. Like if you have all the tier 7s or a lot of them, and you have a lot of the commanders that happen to be high level, then you'll go way faster than someone who's brand new to the game. Good luck finding a server. Well, I mean it's gonna be legendary tier and then tier 7, so I don't think it'll be that bad, to be honest with you. Like I got the Baltimore was my first tier 7 ship. I think I got that about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks after the game launched. I'm guessing more like a week though. And those games, it was like 3v3 every single game for probably upwards of a month. I don't know how long it took to start getting decent tier 7 games, but it took a long time. Missing a few days, screwed you. It's not the end of the world, you know. I mean, that's why I'm saying you'd rather stick to your commander progression strategy than boost up Dewey just to save a couple days on your bureau, you know. Or name whatever commander you're not planning on using. You know, in the end, you'd rather, because the commander promotion orders insignias, that's the bottleneck of this game. So you got to be very careful before you start fiddling with your strategy. Come on, dude, move forward. You're tier 6. Chunky threatened to stab you one night, Jesus. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, he's just kind of drifting. We might as well shoot him, huh? Oh, fuck. As a rule, whenever you shoot your opening salvo, a better target will show up 2 seconds later. That Alabama is asking for it.
The ship is on fire.
Legendary ships only play another legendary? No, it'll be tier 7 and legendary will be the matches. So, initially what you're probably going to see is like 1 or 2 legendary ships and then mostly tier 7s. What in the fuck, man? Can I get a hit or not?
Main turret critically damaged.
Sims must have been out late last night. Okay, he's turning in. Let's try right about there. Oops. Uh-oh, look out, Baltimore. Oh, he's turning off. Properly. Why didn't they do tier 10 or 10 tiers? Well, they're trying to keep the matchmaking as tight as possible. I mean, the biggest advantage Legends has over, for sure, the PC version. I don't know about the mobile game, but you're only plus or minus 1 tier, which is awesome. And that's basically a function of how they set up the tiers. Now, if you're thinking about what you're missing out on, we're missing 1 low tier, like on PC, they're tier 2 or 3, whatever the fuck it is. Who cares? You're gonna play like 3 games in that before you're done. And then, you know, the tier 9 and 10. Alaska's a tier 9 on PC, the other 2 are tier 10. But I think we're gonna get most of the tier 9s and 10s kind of rebalanced to be the same tier strength. Holy fuck, I'm not getting anything done. We're like 4 minutes into this son of a bitch. Alright. So basically we have no threats over here. All the big threats are over here, so we're going to angle towards those. Jesus. Try and get rid of the Amagi first. Baltimore can do some damage.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
See if we got a shot at this little bitch. Oh, I think he stopped. Oh, no. This is not going well. Thanks, Warren. Appreciate that. Will Tier 6 play less Tier 7s then? Yeah, that's my prediction. Yeah, that's why I was saying on the Ingus. Which I got more complaints about my pronunciation of that one than I normally get. But the those Tier 6 premiums will go up in value. Because they're not... Currently, they're mostly playing against Tier 7s. As more and more legendary ships come in the game, they'll be playing... Tier 6 will be playing Tier 7 less and less, so... Tier 6, I think, from a competitive ship standpoint, currently we're probably the worst tier just because of that. They're almost always up tiered, you know, 80% of the time. But that will definitely improve here. Once more and more people are playing legendary. I would love to blow this guy up. Alright, alright, alright. We'll take a hit. Jean Bart, I don't mind him moving, but he's kind of moving himself into crossfires. See if we can help him out. Ooh, Alabama. I don't know if he's angling towards these torps or if he's just trying to take a full salvo, but either way, it's going to cost him. Dead. Jean Bart on the moon. How much impact are you having back there? Ooh. He's like, you talking shit? Wow. Aggressive play by the Baltimore.
Enemy heavily damaged.
I don't know if it's worth it for him or not, but aggressive.
Concentrate fire on the enemy.
Come on, guys, shoot your guns.
The ship
I
is
don't know
on
if he's
fire.
got an angle or not. Ah, fuck. Yeah, the Baltimore was going down. This guy was trying to get behind covers, so potentially this could be a bigger shot, especially if we can hit that citadel.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, nope. This little fuck.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Thank God they're widespread or we'd be boned right now. Still might be boned. Motherfucker.
Below the waterline. We're flooding
I think he got us. Overturned. Oh, and we're in between damage con. Yeah, fuck. From a winning the game standpoint, though, I don't think that's that strong of a play. I mean, I think he did just kill 2 ships. But if this guy can kill the Baltimore, which he's not going to if he's broadside to a Baltimore, this should be a kill shot on him, frankly. Yep, pretty damn close. Horrible play. But yeah, I think the Destroyer could probably get on the cap and win. We'll see if they win that one or not. Back to smoking a brisket. Nice. All right, Chum. Thanks for hanging out. What's your thoughts on the whole Hella? The ship? Helena I don't have, as you can see, but they seem to be pretty decent when I play against them. If you can spot one that's playing well, I think it's a pretty strong ship, but Dallas, someone was asking Dallas, I guess we should play that before we branch out a little bit. Dallas is pretty damn good, though. It's more of a long-term widespread strikes again, yeah. I'm going to always talk shit about widespread. Occasionally they are going to work, though, like that, but That's the 1,000-meter turn circle on the Iowa in full display. I probably, if I played Iowa more, I probably would have just not tried to dodge those. I probably just would have intentionally taken the one on the end. But I thought I could back up and get in that gap, which, I mean, the gap was the size of Mount Rushmore, but unfortunately the Iowa was unable to dodge. You always get your spotter plane going. That's always, yeah, that's a good play. If you know you're going to die and you have the wherewithal to launch the spotter plane, it's just nice. If you got a cruiser, it'll be in the air for quite a while. Battleship, though, even it'll be up there for long enough to potentially keep people spotted, or they might prevent them from shooting because they'll potentially get spotted. I don't know. It has effects on players. I don't know if the planes actually enhance the spotting radius of shooting ships. What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing? What ship am I going to get once I get the 750? Well, the only one I currently need is the Prince Eugen. I'm not 100% sold on that one, just because it's so close to the top, or the fuck is it? The Hipper, from what I have been hearing at least. But maybe I will. Oh shit! Wrong shell. Eventually, there's probably going to be ships there that can spot me, so you have to be careful. Currently, the only ships that are in range to spot are over here. These guys' guns aren't currently on me. Let's see if I can back up before they are. Basically, we're just trying to keep harassing this guy until he moves out of position. We want this. If this Furutaka can 1v1 the Fubuki, should be able to get B. There we go. Stay right there. Don't you move. Oof. I got the reset in at least. There we go. Yeah, destroyers, you need to be pretty afraid of these light cruisers. Let's see if we can get one more off on them. Oh, that was interesting. If we target this guy, it kind of pulled our camera up a little bit. It's almost like a mini spotter plane in that regard. That's interesting. Think about that. Alright. Now he's playing with fire. Shoot. My advice, if you're in smoke and you see someone shooting back at you, that usually means they're comfortable enough to shoot, or to blind fire. So in that case, like that Fubuki stopped shooting in that instance. Usually going to be the right play. Not always, but... Alright, he's driven the Furutaka off. This is why this battleship pushing in. He kind of puts pressure on these ships. Come on. That's their one destroyer. doing, dude? I'm actually gonna be willing to trade my ship. I think I can get away with this.
Capture that area.
There it is. That's just such a huge swing if we can kill their one destroyer.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
This guy's kind of asking for it. Let's see if he can kill me or not. Nope. Now we got the AP going. $3K, that's not too bad. $4K. Shit. Thought that HE would kill him. Really need my team to bail me out here. Alright, holy shit.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Gonna try and get behind this island, hopefully stay alive. If we stop shooting, I think we'll be alright. Should be able to cap from here though. Nice. Damn, look at how low that guy is. So the only ship in range to spot me is this. Obviously we've got a line of sight block though. Actually, I'm gonna... I want a cap here, but if we can kill this Kirov, that would be nice. He's kind of moving forward now, so he's gonna have less guns to shoot. Alright. This is really unfortunate that that fucking Peter is broadside of the Arizona. Kind of needed him to take C there. Wow! Was I spotted? I must have been briefly. Either that or he had a lock on my last known position. That's really too bad. Alright, let's try and finish this guy. Like, Peter broadside to an Arizona. It's like, let's drop the worst possible idea. And see if it works. Alright, we got the reset at least. The problem is we got a lot of ships pushing us. There we go. Let's see if he's got damage con or not. Looks like he's going down. Need this Kirov, guys. Thank you. That was big, because even though now we're going to drop spot once we let it wait for 20 seconds there.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Alright. Let's see what else we can do here. So they have a Dallas that's kind of been playing in the back the whole game. I'm not that worried about him. Shit. Somebody's getting shots on me. Alright, we're gonna go see if we can deal with that guy. Yeah, we're having some interesting games. You know, the majority of these games have been pretty interesting today. Yeah, if they get C now, it should be locked up. I mean, they only have 2 ships, but you never know. That guy's a one-shot. I'm essentially a one-shot. That guy's half health. You know, so we got some health on our team, but You don't want to get into the game of relying on your random teammates to have to win the game. Kraken would be nice. I doubt it, though. These guys should be able to... Koenig's a hard ship for this one to kill. And this Dallas, depending on how much health he has, he probably can just straight up out DPM us. Let's see. Yeah, Dallas is kind of fleeing. Oh, yeah, he's full health. So I don't think we're even gonna be able to survive this, let alone get a Kraken. Alright. Moving forward, getting that island between us and the Koenig, that's step one. That would be glorious. Oh yeah. Should get him to turn. Alright. At this point in time, he can still probably just kill us, but we'll try and get a little bit more damage. This would be a monumental throw.
The ship is on fire.
Greeting from South Africa. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this stream is... That's my favorite part about the stream, is we get to talk to people from all over the world, which is really interesting. All you need to do is hit me once. Nope. Alright. So that'll probably be the last shot we're going to be able to get him. Dallas is for HE spamming. Mofos. Yeah, I mean, it usually, as you can see, those, you know, the citadels we had on the Dallas there, though. You know, close range. How would you define that for the ship? Maybe 8, maybe 9 kilometers. If you get broadside cruisers, go ahead and switch over. You only have a... I guess we can wait till they wrap this one up, hopefully. But you only have, what is it, 7 seconds on the reload, so switching shells back and forth isn't that big of a deal. That's kind of the one downside of these ones compared to the Russians, though, is they have the commander perk that allows the HE shells to penetrate more, which will cause more damage. Also, we'll just rebuild an entire ship, yeah. Couple of South Africa. Welcome. All British battleships laugh at the damage. Yeah, they all do, but there's the Nelson, which one's... There's a couple that have kind of a super heal. I think the Monarch's heal is pretty damn good. Come on, go ahead and kill him. Enjoy Dreadnought and Fireproof Metals? Yeah, for sure. I think if you... I don't know, I don't want to say it's more valuable than high caliber necessarily, but often it is. So if you can tank and survive, that means you're saving your team a lot of incoming damage that you're presumably taking properly because, you know, you're still alive at the end. Oh, that one, what do I still have the boost on? I'm like, how the hell do I have 10,000? Yeah, it's not too bad of a game. Let's see. It must still be upgraded. Oh yeah, I gotta grind this out before the update's over. 40,000 more. That's not too bad. Hey, Jeff. Super-ish heal, yeah. We could try the Monarch. Let's see how let's see how that one's running today. It's always... It's good enough that I accidentally use my heal when I shouldn't a lot of times. Then I'm like, God damn it. You know. Yeah, what do we got here? Haven. IFHE only on Soviet cruisers is balanced, exactly. I don't know what to say about that. Alright. So what do we got? 2 Iowas, Tirpitz, a Hood, Oygen, Kutuzov, a couple Nolans. 1 destroyer. That's not too bad.
Action stations.
Emerald's a walking citadel. Yeah, you gotta get the smokes going on the Emerald. Alright, let's see what our team's doing here. Looks like our 1 destroyer is coming this way, or he's getting pushed over here. Come on, little dude.
Thank you.
Spot something. Nope, he's going behind the island. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get ready to kite then. I mean, he's eventually gonna spot, but we're gonna get spotted first. Hello. Let's see if we can do something here.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
I want to get this turn going, but we have ships right in that zone that can hit the broadside, so we don't want to shoot right now. See what this Kutuzov's doing. Alright, so we didn't even get detected there, that's nice. Come on!
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Wish they added battleships. I'm pretty sure there's more battleships in the game than any other class, so... Alright, when he's smoking, you want to hold in on the position so you can make sure you get that shot off. As soon as it unlocks, it'll kind of jerk up a little bit. It's kind of weird.
Cruiser destroyed. Off to a great
Unless you're like specifically aimed on the point. But... Alright. Not bad. We just got rid of a Kutuzov. I don't know why he was playing where he was. What the fuck is this thing doing, man? This Kagero, what we need him to do is be far over here. Oh, he's shooting his guns. Okay. Never mind. He's being extremely useful doing that. Yeah, when your 1 spotter is just playing like a complete numbnuts,
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
that's a problem. Jesus Christ, man. I can't fucking do anything. I'm just like sitting here like, why is he only launching 1 salvo? Maybe he already launched, hopefully. Is this guy going forward? Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, if you're a destroyer, if you want to scout over here on the wing, you can just sit right there on the white line, spot all these ships, and then everyone else on your team can bomb on them. You might think, oh, I'm not doing any damage, but you're doing spotting damage, so you'll get a good score from that, and your team will be firing from cover, as opposed to getting rushed.
Many thanks. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Lots of chat stuff to follow, yeah.
Attention.
I'm always trying to find the perfect mix between reading the chat and actually paying attention to the game, because if you pay too much attention to chat, then you just start getting blown up. Basically, what you're trading is map awareness for reading the chat, because the time you would be reading the map, you're seeing what people are chatting about, so. Alright, let's see if this guy turns or if he just stays where he is.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
But yeah, because we don't have any idea where the destroyer is, I can't remember if we've seen torps yet or not over here. But we should assume the destroyer is probably over here. Oh no, there he is. Alright. So usually on this map, either the destroyers are playing... They tend to play with the strong side, which usually is on the south end of the map, or they try and go around the north and sneak into the base.
Teammate, I need your support.
Hey, Nuttin, how you doing? Wish they showed the spotting damage. Absolutely. That would help with so many problems. Just planting the idea, the seed in the minds that spotting is actually doing something. That the games keep track of it, then people might actually start being like, oh, let's go for some big spotting damage. Which would be vastly more helpful than getting behind their team and then trying to torp a battleship. Alright, let's try that and see what happens. So we're angled at this guy who's got the shot. We're pretty well angled at him who we're shooting at. Austin coming in hot. Says hiya, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Wish Wargaming would have the option to make minimap bigger. Well, they already do. I mean, increased HUD size. You can see now it's not a huge difference. Oops. See if I can do this without dying. I mean, it gets fairly bigger, you know. Even bigger, though. Yeah, I'd agree with you. All right, this fucking destroyer's going in. Do have a Fiji by him, but the Fiji looks like it's about to get torped. All right, we gotta go back. This is turning into a bit of a problem here. So we're gonna have to risk one salvo from the Iowa. I guess I probably should have waited to watch for him to shoot and then turn. But he's turning off, trying to protect himself, so we should be able to get away from this. But yeah, we got 2 cruisers and a destroyer pushing the base. They just killed all the cruisers over there on our team. Somehow. People want to do lots of damage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just an awareness that it's even a thing, you know, like, most people don't even know what spotting damage is, probably. Alright. Like, this fucking destroyer, man. Basically, I mean, this Prince could chew us up, but we have to get back there, because the ships that we have that can defend the base aren't going to do it. This is almost certainly a loss right now, even though we've had an advantage in ships. We still probably have an HP advantage. But we got the bulk of our force engaging these 2 ships down here that have no bearing, including our main spotter, and including our main counter to the destroyers. So I would bet $10 that this is a loss right now. And he'd win that bet probably 7 or 8 times out of 10. More bigger, yeah. Like, you can tell these guys, it's never even crossed their mind to defend the base. Which is a throw. That's the definition of a throw. Capture the base mode, we always talk about it very rarely being a good idea to try and win by capturing the base. I think this Udachi should be able to do it. If he can nuke the Nagato, then he's going to have enough time in his reload to probably nuke me by the time I can get over there. And nobody else. I mean, technically, if we get some resets, maybe the Megami can get back, but I doubt it. So yeah, this is a very uphill battle at this point. Now, we did launch the torps at the nose in Nagato, which was kind of nice. Unfortunately, the guy's eating shit from these dudes. The Nagato can't protect itself. It's not meant to push in like this.
Concentrate fire. Torpedoes, direct front.
No, his guns aren't even pointed over there.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Yeah, if he can't get the reset, it's still going to take us probably at least a minute or two to get in there. By the time this guy goes down, they're going to be very, very close to capturing this. And this guy's going to be on torp reload, so if he catches me, which is a pretty decent chance that he will, then it's lights out, game over. Oh, my guns have been reloaded for how long? I'm just like so focused on my team just throwing this game right now that it's just not even paying attention. So basically, I guess my job mainly should be to kill these cruisers so the Mogami can get in here and push them off. But they've accumulated so many points now from being on the base for so long that I really don't see any way to pull this one off, to be honest with you.
Fighter airborne. Bullseye.
If we can just eat one of those, that'd be alright. Alright. Really need the Mogami to come up here as quick as possible. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job at that. Shit.
The ship is on fire.
You never know, this guy could still have his torp reload booster. I kind of doubt it this late in the match, but you never know. And the funny thing is those guys that are playing down south not helping the fucking game are just getting their asses kicked too. So I mean, it's just like a massive detriment that they've even spawned in on our team. Oh wow. What a fucking retard.
Enemy severely damaged.
What a fucking throw. I mean, that's another reason, another lesson in terms of destroyers getting the fuck away from battleships that are rushing you. Because once we're unspotted, you can't torp us that effectively. And of course, our guns get more accurate. I still don't think we can possibly win this one, but I mean, that was just such a bad play. And that's another dying on the vine. We have to stay on this cap no matter what. They got 100 points for being on this cap that long. So that you don't need to capture the base at that point in time. You've already won the game by being on that cap. That was just, whatever. That's too bad that we're going to lose this game. This fucking Kagero had a hell of a fucking game. King George is a quick reload. Yeah, I think it sped him out. The King George, a lot of people just play it purely HE. I would still try and get the AP shots out whenever possible. Ah, that's too bad, man. That was a... I thought that was a fairly interesting game again, but... that ain't it, Chief. What do we want to do? Let's try a French destroyer. You guys want Eagle or Terrible? Don't you love the BB players going to big wide flank maneuvers? Yeah, that's what I think. I don't, not that I making or me making videos has that big of an impact on the game, but it has a minor impact on the game. I think we need to start talking about map positioning as a team a little bit, which is, it's hard to create a video specifically on that. I guess I could just pick really any game and then talk about the map positioning or the map control and positioning. But I mean, these battleships, getting way out of position adds to the problems. Yeah. Can we play Mutsu? Yeah, we could probably play Mutsu. Let's give it a whirl. Terrible. Alright. Let's see what you guys think. A lot of terribles. Personally, I think the Eagle's more fun to play, maybe? I don't know about that. I'd say the Eagle comes more naturally. If Tactic's still here, he's going to get triggered on my pronunciation, but it plays more naturally for, like, as compared to the rest of the destroyers in the game. Because it has smokes, obviously, but Terrible's pretty damn good, too. French destroyer on Independence Day. Well, the French were massive contributors to American independence, so... I mean, if you want to just go from a purely holiday perspective, I think it would be entirely appropriate. I think the Germans would be... they mainly fought on the British side, if I recall. It's been a while since I read a book. Any way to keep the New York background? No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, it'll be up for a while, but I think eventually they'll probably let you pick your port. So I don't know how many they've had now, but it's been probably 4 or 5. Alright, what do we got? Tier 6. No cruisers. Interesting. Can you fucking play the game, man? If you hit ready, play the game. Opening moves in a particular map? You never know. There's certain maps that I make videos on just because they're so exploitable based on how people play them, but the problem is I can always just change the spawn 2 days later and then completely make that information obsolete. More varied gun audio. Yeah, I think once we get to tier 7s, a lot of those will have that big booming drum sound that we saw during the Yamato test. Alright, this is going to be pretty hard with the Destroyer Fest. Especially if half our fucking destroyers are in the back buffing their goddamn Deweys. Look at the destroyer's positioning, man. We got 3 on the back line. I love it when you've lost the game 2 minutes in. Now you're like, shut the fuck up. You almost have 2 caps. I mean, I get it, but whenever I'm complaining early on about the layout, it's just the probability going up and down based on the deployments. That fucking CNOP can blow me up in one shot. Whew. Jesus. Getting crossfired for both their battleships. We'll get the USN BB split. Well, I mean, I think as far as I know, it was just announced like today, so, or shit, extremely recently. So it'll be a while, but yeah, I don't think there's really any ships on PC that we won't get. This is just if you have no fucking destroyer spotting for you in a battleship like this, you might as well just turn the game off. Like if I wasn't a streamer right now, I would just finish this up and then turn it off, because the shit we're dealing with really frustrating. Why do you have to hit ready and then go take a shit? I don't understand it. Don't hit ready unless you're ready to play the game.
The ship is on fire. Fighter airborne.
Alright. DD's probably AFK. I would assume he is. I mean, whether he's disconnected or he's jacking off, I have no idea. But either way, it's not helping us.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
And I guess we can't blame him if his internet disconnected, but. Jesus Christ. Kinda needed that to be a kill. Oh, fuck you. That game just wasn't gonna work. You off to the lake? Yeah, Joker. DD's #1 job spot. Yeah, I would rather have a DD that never fired a torpedo but spotted well than vice versa. If you want to criticize my game there, you should say you clearly had no spotting in the middle. Why the fuck you were playing the middle? I think that would be a valid criticism, but if you have 5 destroyers in a team and they're refusing to spot the middle, you got issues. Yeah, why don't we play some destroyers since apparently they're not being found in the wild today. Let's try this thing. I haven't really played this since it came out too much. That thing has, yeah, it has torps, the Mutsu, but when I'm playing that ship, I don't really remember that they have them. You should only be using them if you're getting rushed and you happen to be broadside. I mean, they are interesting, though. They spit out very quickly. But it's not like the Turpits where you'd want to kind of intentionally get into torp range with people. How's the Bureau? I'd say I'm about 9 days, give or take. Probably about a week from the Alaska, so Yamato's about halfway done. The other 2 projects are basically going nowhere fast. Yeah, I got Guidey, Eigel, Mahan, Jervis. That's not too bad. Alright, we got a new map here. Which one's this? Northern Waters. I think we can basically, if we're careful, we could probably spot A and B, but I'm not sure what the tendencies are yet on this map. I don't really know where the spawns are or where people tend to go. Whether those tendencies have even developed yet, who knows? I was the first blood? Yeah, well, it's whatever. I'm not going to say I played that game well, but we didn't really have the tools to do anything. PT boats would be... Don't give me any ideas here.
All forces provide cover for the target.
Yeah, Bay on this one. Now, why do I have Bay? Because I think the German guns, I mean, they're inaccurate as hell, but they are pretty decent otherwise. But Bay's a 16-point commander for me just because of how prevalent he is as an inspiration. And you got to have a really damn good reason to double dip for a second destroyer commander. You can make the case. I've talked to a lot of good players that say they run Sheer, or wait, no, Von Spee. That's a lot of resources to put into German destroyers, which I don't think are the strongest destroyer line. They're not bad, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, so looking at the map in terms of support, we really don't have much over here. We got the Icarus, who can probably help a little bit, but these two guys are behind the island. I gotta go over there and get B for free, basically. I'll even give this guy a get back, just so he has a chance to think about abandoning that. This is kind of what I'm trying to work on. One of the things I'm trying to work on is being more reactive to the actual game situation, which probably would have helped in that Mutsu game, rather than stubbornly trying to play the position I was trying to hold without having the tools available. Probably should have just drifted off to one of the flanks. But here we're obviously getting massively outnumbered. These guys are not really in a position to support. And we do have a cap sitting here for free, so we might as well try and do that. And then we'll just bounce over to C to see if we can help with those destroyers. Alright, so we got something closing in on us. $50-50 odds he's going that way. He could be going that way. You never know. I don't want to get that close to a destroyer in this thing, though, that I'm relying on the torps. Although this thing has a badass sonar on it. I think it's like 5.1 if I remember. Range. What do I think is the strongest destroyer line? Oh god. I mean, they're all... The destroyers are really varied, so I mean, to say which one's better or worse, very hard.
Engine boost deactivated.
Oh great, two destroyers torping each other. I need help. Well, if you would have moved forward earlier, I'd still be over there.
All stations.
But you were cowering in the back doing nothing, so now you're on your own. Should drop spot here. Pretty. I thought I saw the destroyer shoot from over here. Maybe it was the CNOP. I might have misread that. Because last we saw the destroyer squirting that way pretty aggressively. Oh, there he goes. So I just read the game wrong. Yeah, now he's within our sonar range, and we're not within his, so if he doesn't turn around and run, he's in big trouble. Now, he's closing in on us pretty quick, so he's probably going to be able to counter sonar us. But we do get multiple salvos off that he's not matching us.
Smoke screen set.
Alright.
Problem solved, sir.
Come on, guys.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yeah, he's just freaking out, like, why the fuck am I not getting unspotted?
Critical engine damage. Enemy destroyer foundered.
This is a little dangerous. Broken engine this close to a destroyer, he could potentially torp us, but there's not much we can do at the moment. Shit. Yeah.
Torpedoes.
I think they're gonna miss. Otherwise, if those look like they were lined up on us, we'd definitely use the damage gun.
Torpedoes astern.
Put that back there just in case he drifts too far back. Kind of doubt he will, but you never know. Alright. Should have some shots here in a sec. Nope. Not really worried about getting detected. I'm not worried about a CNOP when I got 17,000 health. I'm trying to get that guy, give him ideas to chase me by letting him know where we were. If we can get him to chase us out of the smoke. CNOP's just backing up. And this is our team advancing. We're gaining more and more map control on this side. These guys, the Mutsu, well, I don't know, maybe it's not doing too bad right there. Destroyer's still behind the island. Nice. Alright. Actually, it looks like he just left because we're capturing the area now. If we get him, the game should be over. Oops. The fuck was that, game? Come on. If the game's not locking in on him, just deselect him and then reselect him. That'll usually fix the problem. That's one of those we're aware of the bug type of situations. I don't really mind if he wants to reset, he'll have to shoot. Yeah. So now we got our two caps. Now to win the game, we defend B is basically the name of the game, and C, but, you know, the biggest push is going to be against B if they decide they're trying to win this game. We'll find out. So far, it seems like our team's doing a pretty good job delaying them over there, whether they know or not. You out of here, Zarkun? Alright, man. We'll see ya. Potato medals for all the reversing J-Barts. Yeah. The potatoes love their Jean Bart.
Engine boost activated.
Yeah, now we have the health advantage over this Eagle. We can just actually hunt him down. Now he's probably much faster than us. Can't remember how fast that ship is, but I think it's fairly fast. So we're gonna just kind of drift down here, but we got the twist and track. French DDs do not, so we know we got the advantage in terms of data, information. Why the fuck would I go up there and support you? You're completely irrelevant. This guy might actually... The destroyer might be there. It's possible it's pointing at that CNOP. I don't think so. But these guys should be able to kill him. We're not really worried about him. I don't want to get too far south here. We're getting a little far from our main goals again to defend B. I don't even think I'm needed to spot this guy. The problem, I don't want the destroyer to turn around, but they do have a Mayhem that, according to the textbooks, should be able to counter that pretty easily. Alright, now they've killed our last ship, stopping them from getting in B, so now we're going to have to get into defense mode here. Again, this is one of those games where you might be looking at it like, wow, looks like a pretty easy win. No. Our entire team is pushing into their spawn, except for this one guy who's broadside and, you know, in the North Pole. So our team's positioning is absolutely dog shit right now. Mine included. Mine's not great. I went down there hoping to spot that DD. If you want assistance, like if you're on the run like that, trend towards your team so that they can actually catch you. Because not only am I having to chase this guy to potentially help him, which I'm not going to be able to do. I can't get in front of these battleships to torp them for another 5 minutes. Which doesn't exist according to the game timer. Now, I think we're just a little too far into this game for these guys to win, barring major misplays. But these ships are low. The CNOP could Cause problems. Yep, you got one of them. Alright, let's go ahead and... This guy's probably sailing in a straight line, roughly, because he wants to get on the cap. I mean, if they pressure the caps and they kill one or two more ships, it could be a win, so... Actually, I'm not even going to be able to... Can I get on B or not? We'll find out, I guess. No, I don't think I can. Better turn off. Shit. This thing turns like an Iowa. For the PS5 fun, don't spend it on Coke. I can't make any promises there, man. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Oh, God, we're fucked. Luckily, we got a smoke, but... Probably going to get spotted here if we can even get off the island. They did get the CNOP, though. So I don't think they got enough time to flip this around. Our ship up north, whatever the hell it is sailing off into the sunset, which is fine. And this guy, I mean, we can reset him if we need to. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's low.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Alright. Should be it for him, hopefully. Not gonna repair that engine until we get this guy dead. Brayden, for the Coke. Thank you. Alright, now we'll go ahead and pop that, drop the smoke to get unspotted. That should be the game.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, if you're new to the game, there's no point in getting into the enemy spawn. Or even if you're not that new to the game, it's easy to get distracted and chase ships into their spawn, but you don't want to do that. Yeah, we don't even have time to hit these guys.
Screen set.
$2 gets you a fancy little day. Alright, governor. There we go. Extra 50 points for getting the fire. Alright, so we got 2 captures, which is the main thing we were trying to do there. And yeah, you can see, I mean, you can look at that game, say less than 30,000. What a dog shit game. But with all the spotting, with all the capping, we did easily on front for this team. I mean, it's not a huge score game, but we definitely did our job that one. You guys seem you were trending towards the tier. Well, we can try this one. This is probably my least played high tier destroyer. Recently, at least. Thought I'm in Canada. I probably sound like I am. How many matches have we played? I think it's around 8,000, give or take. Not amazing stats. Well, I mean, that's the stats that we're not seeing. The spotting damage was there. The caps in domination mode. The destroyers need to be playing the caps. I mean, so again, if you're just talking about pure damage, yeah, we didn't do that much in that game, but that's fine. Now inhale Tide Pods. That shit'll fuck you up. Am I a cokehead? No, I don't use cocaine.
Battle starts.
Alright. Alright, so these ones aren't as good for capping, at least not early, because you have no way to disengage. Basically what you want to do with these French or the French destroyers that don't have smoke, which I think is going to be most of them, is utilize the speed. You can see we're zipping well over 40 knots here. So we kind of want to get in a position to shoot, and then we want to kite away, do some damage, kind of zigzag in and out of their range, while looking for opportunities to do something else. Can I show you how to play the Akatsuki? Yeah, if you remind me, we can. I always thought destroyers were the hardest to play on stream, but the last 2 or 3 streams I've been doing better on them. I just got to pay attention a little bit more. I mean, we could try and cap. If you're gonna cap on this with this ship, you gotta be ready to get the hell out of there. Alright, so what we're reading right now, we got a destroyer somewhere over here, because we're still getting spotted. But that Benson is not the one doing it. Oops, I hit the island. Probably was the guy in C, would be my guess. Well, they got 3 destroyers. And we do have the speed boost, so we can get it going probably right around 45 knots. There you are, you little bitch. It's kind of short-term skirmishes, though. We don't need to...
The ship is on fire.
Oops. Don't need to go haywire. Alright.
Problem solved,
Philippe
sir.
coming in with the 420. Thank you very much. Alright. And we do... Oh, the other thing you gotta remember with these is they have 1 torp in the middle and then 1 per side. So if you want to maximize your torp utility, you kind of have to flip around like a fish. But looking on the map, they really don't have a lot controlling B, so I think I can actually rush this Benson, unless they have something that's not spotted behind there. Let's see, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have 1 ship that's not spotted. 1 destroyer, which is probably on A since they're capping. I don't see anything else on A. Potentially that unspotted cruiser. Yep, there it is. Let's see if you can reset him quick. Benson's gonna know we're kind of drifting towards him. So now what he's seeing on his map is me going this way, so we're gonna just change course. Well, we're getting spotted still. Does this guy have proxy spot mod on? No. No, yeah, it's him. The other 2 destroyers are dead. He's got a fucking proxy spot on. Okay. Alright. I mean... We can laugh at him until he kicks the shit out of us. Yeah, gonna need that engine. Yeah. Now we can cap B. As long as they don't kill us first, which is possible. Alright. But yeah, in terms of your traditional kind of capping, I don't think this is the strongest line for that. It's not really designed for that. It's kind of a support destroyer. Are there giveaways this weekend? No, it'll probably be a little while till we do more giveaways. That was just a celebration of the massive support of the channel, reaching 10,000 subscribers. We'll do more in the future, though. Shell ballistics better? Yeah. I mean, these guns are nasty. I don't know if we'll get a chance to use the AP this game or not. Probably not, but let's see. We got... Let's go... Looks like they're fine on C, so we don't need to go over there and support. Actually, we're looking pretty fine all over, but the side that needs us most is A, so we're going to respond to that. Benson usually wins. Well, the Americans will gain, like the second part of what you're saying, the Americans will gain the advantage the closer they are, just because the ballistics of this are so much better. We can demonstrate it here. Here's basically a full range shot. If I can aim properly, we should be able to hit this thing. Oh, never mind. Wow, he flooded the Gneisenau now. Interesting. But yeah, to your point, the guns work a lot better at range, so... And that's what I was trying to say early on. You kind of want to play this thing more at range. You can see we have pretty good firing range coverage. If you look on the map there, I mean, it's... What is the max range? Yeah, just shy of 12, about 11 and a half, so that's pretty good. French DDs pay best late game with special speed boost, yeah. I mean, the speed boost can definitely help. You can see we're going 43 right now without it. And that's a hard... You have to change how you aim. If you're aiming by math, you have to actually increase your lead quite a bit. So the first time... I remember the first time I was shooting at a pod, which is another very fast ship, I was like, holy fuck. I gotta really adjust the aim point on this thing. But similar situation with this one. Alright, so he's gonna come in. We'll do let's do 1 in case he maintains. Oh, he was turning back this way. I thought he was gonna turn to our left. But if we're gonna torp, this is how you want to do it with these ones. And I think the French destroyers should be coming. They kind of hinted on new lines coming during their stream, which we covered on this channel. And they made it seem pretty likely that the French destroyers are for sure by the end of the year, if not sooner. I could see that being the next line. And then we get that. Ooh, we got 2 on him with the flood. So he damage con that, and then he's not going to expect a second salvo like that. People usually don't pay attention, but we're going to go ahead and start trying to set a fire here. Put the hurting on this guy. Looks like he's gonna... If he gets another flood, he should be dead. Oh, he did not. So the fire would be extra juicy. That's alright. But yeah, the French DDs, I believe they all have the same torp scheme where there's 1 per side slash a central one. So if you're playing against them, and we'll see them more and more as time goes on, you're going to want to keep that in mind for the follow-up volley. Tier 7 French DD Mogador. Can't remember which one it would be. Alright. Easy. That wasn't too bad. I don't know if we did get 1 capture. We got some defense. A little bit of damage here and there. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, those are fun. We didn't see it that game, but if you get the broadside cruisers near you and those things, the AP can absolutely shred. Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom. You guys give me some ideas here. You guys keep talking about Coke, and I actually have Coca-Cola. I don't normally drink pop too much, but my mom or my parents had some at their house and gave it to me. Let's see. Let's check the French DDs. I'll tell you what I predict for their Tier 7. I think they have 2 Tier 10s. Which the I've been watching a lot of competitive, like we were talking about earlier. You see a lot of the Clubber. Let's see. Europe. Where's France? There it is. Okay, so you have Marceau's the new one, and then Colbert I think's been around. Our Tier 7. Probably Fantastic would be my guess. That's the Tier 8 on PC. You're hoping Mogador? That's a possibility. Sometimes they bump the Tier 9s down to Tier 7s. So yeah, it's a possibility. It's either that or the Fantastic. That's the best sound. Show the Bureau. Wichita we had, they took it away. We get the Bureau, or the campaign ships for a week to do a preview on. So the Bureau, we're getting close to the Alaska, about 9 days without boosting, probably within about a week. I'm thinking next stream we'll probably have it next Saturday. Yamato just crossed the halfway threshold, so this is the other one. I'm not boosting this one, but we got, until now, I've had all the patrons and the ships going and doing the dailies, and then Grosser, 1.5, we're done. This is just by doing the dailies, and this one I'm not in any hurry to do this. But without the Wichita, you can't really make any progress on that one, or without activating it, so we'll get around to those. I'm kind of hoping they introduce some more cruisers, but it seems likely that they're going to introduce a fair amount of the battleships first, and then kind of build up down cruisers, destroyers after that. Oh, the Akatsuki? Yeah, we could try the Akatsuki, sure. Let's give it a whirl. So I got Hellsinger. You can swap in Tanaka, or you can use Kurita for the twist and track. That's why I got this guy, because he has twist and track. This is another one you probably don't have. I'd use Bay, and would be a good destroyer inspiration. Could always put HP with Sims. I mean, if you had Tanaka, you'd have the Torp boost. Oh, Vian would be a good one. Incoming dispersion. If you have... You could consider Tierwit. Yeah, I'd probably go... I'd go Tanaka with Vian and whoever else I have right now. Oh, Bay. Yeah, that'd be my setup probably. As for the ship, I should double check this build. I haven't looked at it for a while. So we have the prop mod. Concealment. Not opposed to that. Hooty hoot. Running out of commander and ships? What do you mean? Yeah, Vine's an underrated inspiration. I didn't have him with, they didn't have the old, they don't have the current commander system for about the first 6 months, so it's very hard to get commanders early on. I think he was the second to last one I got. Pretty sure Sims was the last. Alright, so what do we got here? Akatsuki, Juris, Benson. That's not too bad. Dallas and Laga we gotta look out for.
Action stations.
Alright. So what I'm looking at, this destroyer in the mid's kind of trending towards this right-hand side of A, so I'm going to let him spot that zone. I'm going to try and spot the far side, just in case anyone goes over there.
Engine boost activated.
Now, we are getting radio located. Probably the Benson. So the Benson is not a ship we want to run into. That thing should be able to fuck us up. Now, we don't want to get too far away from these guys. Try and be about a grid in front of them. No camo on Akatsuki? Yeah. I'm like a camo hoarder. I have like 1,000 of all the ones you can earn, and I'm like worried about running out of them in some hypothetical far future scenario. Yeah, they're already on A here. We got a Minsk. So I'm guessing he's over on this side, because now we're not getting radio located and the Minsk is on that side, so he's probably closer to him. So those torps probably aren't going to hit. Yep, there is. As expected.
Concentrate fire on
We could actually get on. There's a good chance he's going to get chased off this cap.
Roger.
But if that's the case, we want to be on there to capture it. Now, it looks like he's trying to drift into this zone.
Reporting the target position.
We're going to have torps up here to torp this gap if he tries to turn in here. Oh, he's just stopping. Actually, I think we should be able to reach this smoke here. Go ahead and try it. If he's smart, he'll be backing up to the rear of that smoke. What he should be doing is backing up over here. You out of here, Hale? Alright, thanks for hanging out. What if there's no way to acquire more camo for 3 months exactly? Basically, I have camo on my tier 7 destroyers and like a couple of the tier 7 ships that I, for whatever reason, had it on there.
Boost deactivated.
No, I should probably look at it and put some camo on some of the ships. Because this one, you're right, would definitely be helped with the camo. Oh, oh, I got through the gap. This is a pretty intense fight for this cap over here. Almost got another torp reload. I don't know why this fucking queen isn't pushing in. I could dislodge us pretty effectively at least.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh, now he's coming. Alright.
Torpedoes to starboard.
So we'll do one on the indicator and then progressively in. He's probably going to turn left. In fact, if he's smart, he'll probably turn even harder to completely miss that. But yeah, there he goes right there. So he should miss all that. That's how I would have turned at least. So they have 3 destroyers that wiped out. Did they kill 3 ships over here? I want to get on this guy's side. I don't want to get... Shit. He's actually going to spot me here. Oh my god. This guy turned away to let us get away. He's like giving broadside to this Fuso, who's shooting HE. Okay. Like everything that's going on right now is like the opposite of what should be happening. Alright. Basically, I'm fine with this. I just want to let this Fuso get past here so I don't hit him with the torps. I wish he would stop stopping. Yeah, we should die here, but I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, the Wichita we got for a week. Oh, took a big risk to torp that battleship, Queen Elizabeth. Got him. We got him at least. It wasn't horrible. Yeah, we got speed boost. Let's just get out of here, disengage. I mean, why is this fucking guy rushing 2 destroyers? Unwinnable. They're actually on D, too, and they're flipping C. Okay. I mean, these guys are both low enough I could probably fight them. We'll have first shot advantage, hopefully. Akatsuki and Jervis. I don't think this is over. If they can stop the guy in C. If we can kill this thing. I'd rather kill the Benson first, just because he's a bigger threat to me. The Akatsuki's a bigger threat to my team, but... Man, I would love to hit those guys with the torps. So eventually he'll figure out I flipped this way because of his twist and track. Nice. Alright. They stopped the bleeding. Now I think I have slight health advantage on this guy. Not huge, but he probably doesn't have twist and track. Oh, he's going that way. No, you guys are... They're not even playing to win over there. Put in a lot of work over here and then feel like they're not even trying to win the game.
Engine boost deactivated.
Alright, he's gonna try and torp, we know that. Okay, there it goes. Alright. Guess he must have not had torps ready to go. Alright, they got a Jervis. The Jervis is a major problem for this thing. You can do the smoke. The old bing bong. Smoke sonar combo. Oh wow, they got him over there. If they can just kill that thing. We're still gonna have a problem with points, but if I can get on this cap quickly. Am I giving away ships this weekend? I think you just answered that, and you asked that a minute ago, didn't you? No, we don't have any giveaways. Someone asked me that like 2 minutes ago. Why are they not shooting that fucking thing? Benson is like 2 feet from him. Wow. Alright. Now if he gets on D, we should win, hopefully. We can't, you know, trying to win against the ship that's running away is going to be tough. Maybe the battleship over there can beat him, maybe not. If our battleship goes down, we lose. I mean, I can head immediately towards B, maybe win that way. Looks like this guy is going to get on D, hopefully. The battleship should just turn around. He has no incentive to fight that guy. Yeah, if we do this quickly, I think we could pull it off here. I mean, right now, they're getting 2 caps, we're getting 1. This one's not generating points. It's going to be 2-2, then it'll be 3-2. It's still going to be very hard to win on points. I don't know if we can or not. I'm going to have to speed boost to B. If the battleship dies, which he should have the advantage based on his positioning, is actually angled against the other guy. He's broadside to him. So that's looking okay, but we have no idea about the relative health of these two things. But that's a 100-point swing, and we're going to have a hard time making up 200 points, even if we get all 4 caps in 4 minutes. I don't think we can, actually. Alright. Well, what you got to understand about the battleship is he's basically taking it upon himself to either win or lose the game. Oh, fucking Angus. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. I mean, this guy's... Alright, well, this looks like a loss. Unfortunately, this guy's 100% throwing the game. I mean, the Nagato should be able to overmatch his nose. I don't think, even with the points ticking, we'll be able to pull it off. If he could just fucking hit the thing, which has been broadside to him for 10 minutes. Oh, that's it right there. Very frustrating. Damn. I mean, you might be like, oh wow, they're up in score now, but 2 minutes. How many points are we getting? 4, so 20 every 5 seconds. Actually, maybe you still could win this. It's gonna be close. If this guy didn't go down there to get D, there's a 0% chance this is a win. This is like the worst fucking battleship battle I've ever seen in my entire life. Nagato has higher health to start with, and he's got way more health now. He finally hit him with the salvo. Yeah, I think we do have enough points. Because all we have to do is have more than 100 points than this guy when he kills the battleship, which he should. This is very bizarre. These guys cannot fucking shoot. Alright. Looks like he's turning in, so we'll just go ahead and torp that. Oh, he lost a torp too. Why? Oh, he launched all 3. Alright, so there he goes down, but we did actually have enough points, so... If this guy throws the game, I'm going to be really pissed. Looks like he's going to die from a fire. That's embarrassing for everyone. But I guess we'll give credit to the battleship because he did belatedly kill him with the fires. If that's why if he was shooting HE the entire time and that's why it was taking so goddamn long to kill him, that would explain a lot. I mean, that Nagato was broadside to him for at least 7 minutes. Alright, well. Yeah, points win the game. Once you realize that winning or maintaining cap control is how you win domination mode game, I'd say even in randoms, like 70-80% of the games are probably won on points. When you get into ranked, it's about 95-98%. It's something extremely high. Alright. Well, we've done a few destroyers in a row here. Let's bust out a cruiser, maybe. Why don't we, let's try the... Maybe we haven't done like a Hipper or a York for a while. I actually haven't played the York for... I've played the York like 2 or 3 times since I ground the line. Let's give it a whirl. Helena I don't have. Imagine how much sooner... So you're saying we would have won that game had we focused on kills? I'd say that'd be 100% loss. Maybe not quite 100%, but it would have been a lot higher. No, if you're not playing the caps in domination mode, you're playing it way wrong. I got news for you. Alright, we got 2 7s, Iowas, Tirpitz, Bismarck, Gneisenau. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Two Yadachis.
Battle starts.
Which probably means we're going to get dog shit spotting, but you never know. Yeah, I'm still hoping to get Helena out of a crate, but right now I'm concentrating on grinding the Dallas so I can get the Helena next update.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
You just got the York. I don't know if I'm going to be the best one to give you notes on it. Like I say, I don't really play this ship ever. It used to be really fucking annoying to play because of the drag on the shells. I think they changed that.
Dash it all. On Neptune.
Oh, they got a couple of radio jag-offs on our team. Dash it all. That's funny. This guy back here, he said dash it all. Did you guys hear that? Hilarious. It's gold, Jerry. Now, for this one, we do want to get the AP going whenever we have broadside shots. HE got decent pen, but shit damage on these Germans. Dash it all! Said it again! This guy's a fucking hilarious dude. Alright, should probably pay attention to what I'm doing so that fucking retard on the radio. Alright. This guy's like parked on the moon playing with his radio and buffing his Dewey at the same time. It's pretty impressive. Their entire team is clumped up. Just gonna go ahead and angle here. These guys are all pushing this way, so we're gonna pre-angle against that while the guns load.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Say what? Yeah, we'll see if they still have a lot of drag.
On Neptune.
Holy fuck, dude. Put it down. Dash it all, I'm an edge. Alright, I can't focus when these people do this shit up. Probably means I have severe mental problems myself, but... Yeah, I have no shots on any of these things. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Imagine in Missouri. What's the Missouri? Is that the tier 8 one? I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Where am I getting spotted from? This thing? Alright. I gotta reset my mind here. Captain Doofus really got me triggered there. So that's how you don't play the York. I actually have no idea how to play that ship. Like, I figured it out back when I ground out the line, and then I really haven't played it just because I didn't like the ship at all. I don't think it's as bad as it used to be, though. But that was just dog shit all around on everyone's part. Stone the crows. Yeah. What is it? 1:30. Oh shit! I gotta get going here fairly soon. Let's try Mogami. Thank you, Labor President. Appreciate that. Appreciate everyone tuning in too. Hope you're having a great weekend. Can't have good games every time, that's for sure. Getting focused. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I thought I could play that island a little bit better. Apparently I was getting shot from angles that I didn't suspect, so that was mostly my fault. You're right, though. If your BBs are on the moon, they're not going to help you, but there's nothing you can do about it. That's where they are. That's what I keep trying to remember myself and say to you guys. There's nothing you can do about these fucking morons. They're just going to do what they're going to do. You have to play around them. You can't get pissed off. Or you're just going to lose focus and then get blown up. How not to play, yeah, exactly. Half the team falling off on the map. Wait, do I not have national commanders on? That's the problem. I should have had my German boy on there, and then that would never have triggered me. That's the whole point of a national setting. Alright, what do we got? Jervis, 2 Yadachis with the Helena. Bunch of Battleship scum. What's up, Fox? Gotta go? Alright, Jeff. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, what is this fucking guy doing? Sorry, I was reading chat. Now I'm overextended again. Usually what I want to do for an opening move in these Japanese cruisers is just do a little bit of a loop, try and do 10 to 20, 30,000 damage, whatever, while taking very little in return would be ideal. Spot! Yeah, you guys can tell the only games that are really going that well lately have been the Destroyer games, just because we're doing what needs to be done. Let's see if we can catch this guy or not. The old AP. Yowza. I'm like, where's the destroyer that spent 5 minutes going here? Now he's not even over there. Those guys are gonna need some help over there. We got like 4 battleships against the Udachi. I might just have to stop shooting and get closer. Yeah, all 4 of these things can get absolutely dominated by that. Guy is aiming at me. Holy shit. Alright, we're unspotted. Actually, this Iowa's out of my range, so I can shoot this. I mean, if Yudachi's out of the cloud, it'll spot me, but definitely would like to kill that Martel if possible. Might be a kill on him. Alright, I got one battleship. Nope. Skin flute. Heading out to Beer City. Alright, man. Have a good 4th. Alright, Rob, we'll see ya. Where's your whistle? There we go. I think the Yudachi's still, I actually just saw him shoot. He's still sitting in that cloud. Kind of a risky play. Nothing there. Man, this Richie. Trying to decide if I can get behind this island or not, and you gotta keep checking the guns here. If this guy's not targeting me, then I can get behind it. Unless this guy rams me and slows me down. Yeah, it actually turned me exactly where I wanted to be, so that was nice. How far am I in the Bureau? Well, we've shown it a couple times. I'm on the second to last stage on the Alaska, just halfway over the Yamato, and then nominal progress on the other two. Let's see, so we got... Yeah, one of our destroyers is backline trying to torp that Iowa that's sitting in the back doing nothing. Got the Yudachi should be right on that line right about here. I want to push him, but this Richie is causing major problems. There he is. Got one of the Yudachis. How many? Oh yeah, Jervis is the other one. Alright, so we're gonna kite from this thing. I'm trying to support these guys by spotting torps with the sonar a little bit. If he's gonna push way past me though, I can't do that. I'm not necessarily saying he shouldn't be well, yeah, alright, it's not gonna work. Had he not eaten those though, I mean, maybe pushing would be alright. Once the Richie's dead, though, I can get on A. I mean, the destroyer, if he wants to deal with us, he's going to have to rush us, basically. The main drawback of the Yudachi, if he's got the screamers on there, which most people are probably going to have, they got to get quite close, so it's fairly easy to catch them. Oops. Thought he'd be dead by now. Yeah, I'll flip the guns. There we go. Now to get over here, I do have to go broadside. This could be dangerous. I mean, it is dangerous. It's not... Especially since the plane's south of me. You want to check where your plane is. The plane's primary use for us is to spot torps. But if it's way over below you, where is that guy? There he is. Saw him on the map. But if the plane's below you, you know, it's not gonna spot the torps, so. Alright. This guy better dev strike me or he's fucked. What? Oh, they got him. Okay. I think I missed him. Oh. I mean, just due to how fast those go, I mean, even if I see him right away, if they're if they're anticipating me, leading me, I don't think I could really dodge them. It'd be tough. What about Odin? I don't know about Odin. I think, isn't Odin pretty new on the PC? Friedrich der Grosse? It's possible. I mean, since they're starting with the Grosser, though, I don't know. If you want to analyze how the Bureau's going so far, legendary tier, we have 2 battleships and then a battle cruiser, which I believe is a premium. I think the Alaska's a premium on PC. So we don't have any definitive proof that they would put a tier 10 and a tier 9 from the tech tree into the same line. I kind of doubt it. Maybe as time goes on and they're running out of shit to promote or to put into the game. Alright, well, that was another beatdown. Tier 7 these days, it's usually a beatdown for or against, just because one team's destroyers are going to be sloppier than the others. Again, if you watch really, really good players play this game competitively, they'll basically have battleships and cruisers far enough back that they're not spotting for each other, and then destroyers maybe 1 grid's worth on the map in front of the cruisers, who are 1 grid's worth in front of the battleships. And usually what they do is they just park, it's mostly cruisers, they just park by all these islands and then wait for crossfires. Or it's a lot of radar cruisers, so they'll just radar the destroyers that are trying to cap. But the destroyers you're going to see in randoms just fly all over. They're like randomized particles flying through the universe. Alright. Will the update bring cross-platform divisions? Not quite yet. So the first step was get both player groups in the same server. Now they're going to have it so you can hear them on chat. Or maybe that's already on there. Was that this last update? I don't know. I turned chat off for obvious reasons since I have anger issues. But either next update or this update, they're doing that. And then the next thing, the final piece of the puzzle they're working on is getting some sort of system set up. Presumably some sort of in-game friends list would be my guess. That you can pick divisions out of from there. That wasn't really that effective of a Megami game. It wasn't horrible, but we spent most of our time chasing down destroyers, which I guess is, you know, what you should be doing. Let's see, 1:30. I'll do one more game, then I probably got to get rolling. Is the Monarch worth the XP? I like it a lot. I've had conversations with really good players that don't like it though, so I don't know. I think you have to really understand aim points to play that one pretty well, in terms of how the ship's angled and where to aim at them. 140k Algeria game? That's a pretty damn high damage game for the Algeria. That one's pretty tough to score because it's not capable of like really rapid damage. Cross-platform chat was added. Yeah, that must have been last update. So we're getting closer. That'd be really nice once we can get some divisions with the Xbox. Bismarck. Oh, you guys. No Xbox players in the last match? What to do? You guys can pick the last one. Give me some ideas. You have a mic but it stays unplugged? Yeah, I would be such a dick. Yelling at all these brand new players being like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, you guys can see I obviously just swear the entire time I'm playing this, but Eisenhower. Why do you guys always recommend these German battleships? They're dog shit. Eisenhower I've been using in the bureau lately. It's been my dailies. I don't know if it still is. No, it isn't anymore, but I think it was the last stage for the Alaska I had to play it. Not a fan. I just don't like battleships with shitty guns. You prefer the Vanguard? Yeah, that's the problem with that green XP. Like, I'm getting close to being able to get the Eugen, but they're probably going to have another free XP ship next update. And it could be a ship I want even more, so I'm probably going to wait at least one update to spend it. Hotneck. Belfast. A lot of good ships. It's getting close to ending. Yeah, I gotta get going here. But we'll do one more. If you're spamming the Monarch, you're not gonna get the Monarch. Arizona for 7-4. Yeah, we didn't even play any American themed ships. Yeah, let's try the Arizona. I mean, we played American ships early on, but none of them had the flag camo. French cruisers. So you guys let me know, did you like it more when we did tech tree lines, or do you like more randomized playing everything? And I also want to know, would you like to see me play like the same ship 3 or 4 times? Pretty rapid succession. Because usually when you're bouncing around like this, which is usually how I play the game, like by the time the game's ended, you're like, alright, this is how the ship feels, this is how I should be doing it. But I usually feel like for the tech tree ships, when I play them the best is when I'm grinding up the lines, because I keep playing them over and over again. Recommend saving the XP. Yeah, it's getting close. I mean, the Eugen's been out for a while. They did the Krispy Kremes since then. And I got a pretty solid feeling there's going to be another one next update. The problem, it takes 2 to 3 months for me, and I play a fair amount to save it up. And I've been playing AI a lot just to get through the daily bureau missions, but that cuts down your credits and your XP and all that shit dramatically. Alright, what do we got? Good eyes now, Queen, a couple New Yorks, and a Boudione. Fail platoon. This guy dragged 2 tier 4s up. What an asshole. Stop playing. If you're in a division, play the same fucking tier. I don't even care if it's on the other team. It's obnoxious. See if you can fuck this guy up. Where? Oh, I don't have an American camo Arizona. I forgot. I got an American kid. Ah, come on.
Enemy severely damaged.
From the legendary tier ships, getting close. The Alaska, I'm about a week away. Guess next stream we'll probably see that one. Here's the other New York, and he's going towards his buddy.
The ship is on fire.
What in the fuck? Oh, I can't hit that thing. I just want to smoke this division, man. There we go.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
The Yamato, I'm halfway. I think tier or stage 7 or whatever you want to call it. These New Yorks are not big believers in angling. So what we can see if we're analyzing the map coverage, they're pushing both flanks and they're gaining ground on that. So the longer that goes on, the more susceptible we are to crossfire from over here, and these ships that are pushing back here. So we either need to collapse the middle resistance pretty quickly, or just switch to the flanks. Because if we are in the middle, which is fine as long as we're defending ourselves, you know, this is kind of how we have to do it. We have to prevent them from gaining access. Shit. Come on, guys. Alright, I got that one, New York. Look out.
Enemy severely damaged.
Alright. So this guy, these have minimal resistance over here, and they're quickly becoming my biggest threat. Whereas my team's kind of overloaded here. We've fucked up the New York. Maybe we should fuck up the Bayern and then switch our attention. We'll give these guys one more shot. I gotta go support these dudes, though. They're gonna get wrecked. Come on. That guy just got torped, so he should be going down. Yeah, these guys aren't in a position to, like, do much, but they're... Eventually, they should be able to wear these guys down. The Mutsu can't defend itself too well. Plus, we're going to have crossfires if we move into this position. You out of here, Hypnotic? Alright, we'll see you. Veiled platoon should not be permitted. I 100% agree with that. Should not even be allowed to select it. Why is... Holy shit, Lag City, what's going on here? Stuttering. Wow. I've never seen anything like this. Is my stream dead? Oh, stream's fine. That was bizarre. Alright, we hit him 5 shells there. That's big time damage on that guy. Alright. Let's get back to business. Benson should be going down. There you go. Gotta give them a little verbal encouragement when they do something right. So much buffing going on. Ah. Just turned. Alright, so the other destroyer is over here. It'd be really nice if this guy over here would recognize that. There he is. Russian the Mutsu. This is actually a problem here because our team is drifting so far to the other flank, and this destroyer could kill these battleships and then get on the cap. Alright, that was very risky, kind of stopping to take that shot. This guy is aimed on us. Let's see if he punishes. And we missed. Fuck. Definitely not worth it. Yeah, that's something I'm trying to get out of. Stopping to take shots. So you'd want to protect yourself first, even if it means you're gonna miss 20 seconds worth of damage. Like, luckily this guy's shooting HE, so it doesn't really matter. But Queen Elizabeth can fuck you up if he knows where to shoot. You just gotta aim up when you're playing that ship. So yeah, this Jervis... I'm just hoping this Akatsuki doesn't get distracted by these BBs. He's probably got torpedoitis. There he is. Shoot this fucking thing. Missed every shot. Damn it. I almost missed every shot. Yeah, so... that should be a kill. How did he not hit that guy? Whatever. Robbed on the last salvo. Whatever. Battleships, you're randomized. Ooh, that was a problem.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
That's another example, kind of just
Unterstützt das Verbündete.
laying off the angling to get the damage. Yeah, we got a decent shot on that guy, but poor Mutsu. Having a hell of a time back there. Alright.
Fighter returning to ship.
What do you think? Can we pull this one off? Alright, we got a guy in their cap, so it should be the game. Got a favorite tech tree ship? Probably Megami. I don't know. I mean, they're all good in their own right, except for German battleships. No, even those. I mean, good German battleship players can play them pretty well, but. You just kind of got to figure out what you need to be doing in the line and then actually do it. Turrets on Arizona seem weak. I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't even remember them getting knocked out, were they? Looks like a throw. You never know, man. I mean, I think it was last stream where we had a game that was unwinnable if you drew it up, or unlosable. And I died and my team fucking threw it. So you never know. There we go. Just gotta pull forward a little bit to protect yourselves. Yeah, it's not even aiming at us. Look at how close that. This guy plays AI. Have to get an optimum range 3 kilometers. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like every... Well, let's check the overall... Let's see what happened. Should pop up here. I feel like we won a fair amount today, but there's probably somebody died early and then left and then we lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 and 3, 12 and 3. So that actually was a lot better than I thought. That's a pretty decent sesh. This Mutsu game, I'm not going to take any credit for that. That should be a last place score. Yeah, pretty damn close. That's the one where we just got fucking destroyed. And this York game, I bet you was dog shit. I bet you we got last in that. Somehow, yeah, those are 2 games we didn't deserve. Yeah, look at that. Holy fuck. That's embarrassing. I just got so triggered during that game. Other than that, though, I thought we did pretty good. See any other low scores? Monarch, we didn't. Well, that was a loss. That's not a bad score. Atlanta. Oh, that's another loss, though. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's a pretty decent sesh. We had 2 duds out of 12, so it's not too bad. Anyway, that's going to have to do it for me, guys. I got to get rolling here. Hope everyone has a great 4th of July, if that's something you celebrate. If not, hope you just have a great regular weekend. Excellent support, excellent turnout again, as usual. I mean, you guys are killing it on these streams, which is awesome. Yeah, we had Dragos, Jay, Austin, Braden, Philippe, and Labor Peasant all chiming in with donations. Appreciate that, guys. Colorado. Yeah, hit me up next week. We'll for sure get one stream in next weekend, so. But I do got to get rolling here. Nice stream anyway. Thanks, Stalo. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, anything else you want to check? Bureau? I guess we can look at the Bureau quick while we're wrapping up. A lot of you guys popping in and out. So yeah, Alaska, we're getting pretty close. This is the one they gave us, the community contributors doubloons to boost. That's the one I've been boosting. Stopped boosting here because I think I ran out of the doubloons they gave me. But I'll probably end up boosting a little bit. And then Yamato, just over halfway. We just crossed it this morning maybe, or last night. Grosser, nothing. Halfway through stage 2. This thing, nothing. Halfway through stage 1. This one was going alright until they took the Wichita away. You just got here? Sorry. Alright, guys. Well, have a good one. We'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.